Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Brent, these teams know each other. Well, and safe to say, they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Bobby Portis out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Josh Richardson. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Murray in at the 2. Here's Beal, following the bucket by Boston. Portis a screen. 20 feet out. Beal, no good. Boston on offense. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, when he's feeling it, Jamal Murray is going to find some way to get to that range and knock it down.
Horford outside. Butler against Beal. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Set a rugged screen. Nice roll by Ayton to get to the bucket.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Outside Richardson. Back to Murray. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Instincts on that play from Murray as he used the defense, who was a little bit over-aggressive.
2 shots.
Free throw drops from Murray. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
And Murray drops them both. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Now here's Sexton. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Beal against Butler. Pass to Murray. Sabonis with a screen on Sexton. Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now here's Ayton. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. The three from Sexton. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Portis, left side. Richardson against Brogdon. And again, it's Detroit.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Ayton, a screen on Beal. Here's Butler. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And defense is all about will and desire. Here are the NBA leaders in steals so far. Second, DeAndre Ayton.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Sabonis. And here's Murray from the arc. Horford pulls it in. Here's Sexton, and good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Richardson, the pass to Beal. Murray, a screen on Butler. Shoots from 12. Sexton grabs the board.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Hits the trifecta.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 6. Portis finds Murray. Back to Portis. Beal against Butler. To stop the run, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, mixing it up just a little bit, Beal gets himself some room to work with using that screen.
Outside Sexton. Sabonis against Ayton. Pass to Butler. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
The defenders are trying to keep pace with Jimmy Butler, but there's enough space for him to spot the rim and knock it down.
Beal against Butler. Here's Portis. Now Beal. Last game out, he had 40. On target from range. Murray's got 10.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Back to Brogdon. To the paint. Outside for Sexton. For 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Sexton's got his 3rd basket of the night. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Murray. Back to Beal. Outside Richardson. Outside Murray. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Butler. Celtics lead by 6. To the middle. Here's Sexton. Missed inside. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Murray, shot is good.
This team just goes to another level when Jamal Murray does offensively.
The Celtics have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Massey, he's checked in for Sabonis. Neesmith comes in for Portis. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Jerome subbed in for Murray. Here's B. 14 points for him last game against Miami. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
No, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
Brent, how good does it feel as a player when your team really starts to hit its stride?
Well, it's just awesome, BA, when players understand their role and how locked in that you can be. And there's a whole other level to that when you know going into any NBA contest whether or not you're going to win the game is dependent on what you do. And the opponent has no chance of taking that away from you. That's when you're a championship caliber team.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And he makes both free throws. And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
Pistons trail by 7. Here's Jerome. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
Celtics foul. Number 9. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Outside Richardson. 5 to shoot. Pass to Bassi. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. And let's check in now with Shams Charania, standing by for a special report on some action in the Western Conference.
Thank you, BA. I just got confirmation that the early season trade the Timberwolves have been pursuing is final. They were looking for an impactful and reliable forward, and they lucked out getting Pascal Siakam. Not only can he stretch the floor, he just seems to make everyone around him better. He's the exact type of veteran player that they were looking for at this point.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Boston. Here's the pick. Here's Richardson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Richardson's got his second basket on the night.
Well, the attacking mentality of Josh Richardson right now, proving once again how tough a cover he can be.
B, the pass to Hield. Pass to Reed. Fires the three. The Pistons clear it. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
Pistons trail by 7. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Richardson. And the three off target. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Has to be. Back to Hield. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, Hield plays with such drive and intensity at all times that he just can't help but create a foul shot with that opportunity.
That's good from Hield. Hield hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Hield against Richardson. Jacks up a 3, fires in the triple. Richardson's got 9 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Ty Jerome. He's out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Domantas Sabonis out there with Nesmith. And it's Bassi in at the power forward position. It's tipped. Stolen by Ayton. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Here's Jerome. Still no points. And there's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And Ayton pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Sexton with it. 17 points for him last game against Miami.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense. Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. After the basket by Boston. Here's Bassi. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And his effort carried over to the defensive end. He came away with 3 steals and was a pest in general all night.
Now here's Sexton. 8-point game. Blocked! We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jerome, guarded by Brogdon. Pass to Bassi. Back to Sabonis. Shoots over Ayton. Sabonis' shot is off. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Reed, good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. for Reed. All right, time to check out a handful of point guards who, over the last 10 games, have been lighting it up from deep. Third is Malcolm Brogdon.
And over the years, we have really seen the point guard position evolve. Give these guys a whole bunch of credit. I mean, what a great group of long-range shooters.
Well, let's put the three-point percentage in a box for a second. It's the range that those guys have that really blows me away. I mean, just about anything inside of half court is doable for them. Those are some long-distance marksmen.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Detroit. Here's Ayton. Out to the wing. And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Pistons trail by 10. Murray passes to Sabonis. That shot is off. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Butler surveying the floor. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Caldwell Pope against Sexton. Pass to Murray. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Butler against Beal. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Now here's Beal. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Murray against Brogdon. From the left block. Goes back up. Ayton goes up again. And the layup is up and in. Ayton's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Beal surveying the D. Murray. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Murray's got 16 points now.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Richardson's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And checking out some numbers for Malcolm Brogdon.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Here's B. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Here's Herder, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Down low. And Stewart with a basket on the assist by Herder. Stewart's got his 2nd basket of the night.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will. Stewart against Sabonis. Here's Beal.
Rebounded by the Celtics.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's B, pounded by Beal. B, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Stewart, screen on Murray. The shake. The shot by B, no good. And so Murray will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 16-point game. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Now here's Beal. Just 5 to shoot from behind the arc. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Here's Herter, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Herter getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
Pistons trail by 18. Beal, the pass to Murray. Beal against Herter. Sabonis with a screen on Herter. Here's Beal. That one is off. Some solid defense from Stewart.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Boston making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Massey, he's checked in for the Pistons. Neesmith comes in for Portis. So it's Boston now. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And that one's good. Stewart's got 6.
Stewart in the pick and roll is going to give you 2 things you like. One is a physical screen, and then second, a quick roller into position.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 9. Here's Murray. It's deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Jerome's checked in for Detroit.
Number 12, Ty Jerome.
Here's Beal. Pass to Bassey to get back on track. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's B. He's got 5. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Neesmith's shot is off.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's B. Right wing. And Beal comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Neesmith. There's 14 seconds left in the half. And the layup is good off the glass. Here's B. Reed, a screen on Richardson. And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for Boston. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, Al. As you anchor that front court, what were you guys looking to accomplish in the first half?
I mean, we're just trying to play with pace, trying to dominate on the defensive end, get rebounds, make it tough.
Pace is key. Back to you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. Their measurement of the shot.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. For the West, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy. Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4". Folks, I mentioned because skills-wise, he's kind of like a small forward.
Lots of great NBA. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Detroit Pistons.
I don't see the fight.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Al Horford out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Butler in at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Yeah, he tried to gain position but couldn't quite get there.
Outside Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Murray inside. He's against Ayton. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
Really as good as any passing big that we have in the NBA. Horford is a guy who can run an offense as a big.
Murray looking around, pass to Beal. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, and Bradley Beal right there just putting a stamp on that play. He takes the hit and still gets the deuce.
Shooting for Detroit, Bradley Beal at the line for one.
One shot.
And Beal no good on that one.
One thing Bradley Beal does so well with his craft is he'll probe the defense. He's very patient. He's looking for weaknesses, and typically he'll find them.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Here's Portis following the bucket by the Celtics. Back to Murray. Sexton grabs the board. Boston leading by 18. Outside Butler. Horford, a screen on Beal. And it's Butler off the drive. And it's Butler with the jam.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Detroit. Richardson against Brogdon. Pass to Sexton. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. And Horford powers it home.
Al Horford still brings such a great, consistent effort every night there with the second chance opportunity.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Pistons making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And rebounding the ball is so important. Here's a look at some of the best small forwards in the league at collecting boards. The fourth spot held by Jimmy Butler.
And their work on the glass plays such a key part in pretty much all of their games. I mean, they play bigger than other small forwards in this league.
Well, these are the 18-wheelers right here. Bigger and tougher. They are fearless when it comes to crashing the boards. And I'll tell you what, it really lightens the load on your bigs when you've got two rebounders like these guys at the small forward. Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Sexton. The rebound by Detroit. And here's Richardson. 9 points in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Portis with it. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Portis has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
Brogdon, the pass to Butler. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Pass to Portis. And he banks in the layup.
Inside, Portis knows exactly what to do. He gets physical and wins that joust.
Brogdon, the pass to Horford. Brogdon up top, guarded by Richardson. On the wing, Sexton. 9 points in the game. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Willingness to share the ball. Sexton can score and is hungry to do so. You got to keep your teammates happy.
Outside Richardson. Outside Caldwell Pope. Pass to Murray. Ayton against Sabonis. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Sexton. Here's the three. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 6 assists in the game.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
Now here's Murray. He's got 16, and it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Reed's checked in for Boston. Bassey, he's checked in for the Pistons. Neesmith comes in for Jamal Murray. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Stewart. He's checked in for Ayton. Herder comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brogdon. And a switch here also for Detroit. Jerome's checked in for Portis. Richardson, the pass to Nesmith. Here's Jerome. Checked by Sexton. Jerome, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Hield, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Here's Jerome. He's scoreless. Pass to Nesmith. Can they get it? So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Naz Reid. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
The line for the Pistons, Aaron Nesmith. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Good on the second one. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Greg?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Now here's Richardson. 9 points in the game. And he's going for the lob! And stolen by Stewart. Outside Herder. Has to be. And they call an illegal screen here. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Boston, towards the bottom of the conference for now. They are not happy with this positioning. And of course, there are the Pistons, behind 2 games.
Well, right now for Boston, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
And nobody thought this much adversity would hit this ball club, but it is really a season that's in danger of spiraling out of control if they don't get their act together soon.
When folks talk about Herder, you hear a lot about his movement, Brent.
Well, one thing you have to be in this league as a great shooter is willing to move without the basketball. It puts a lot of pressure on your primary defender, but it can open up some lanes for your teammates. Kevin Herder, an elite skill working without the ball.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Herder doesn't get to the line a ton. Let's see what he does here.
And he's good on the second. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pass to Bassie. And that's a foul. Called on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Jerome. No made baskets yet. Three-pointer Holmes. Oh, and Reid with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reid. 4 on the clock. Here's Jerome. Jerome on the wing. There's the 3.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Jerome. The Celtics making their last shot. The 3. Buries it from 3. Jerome's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Healed against Caldwell Pope.
Detroit foul. Holmes.
Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Holmes.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for the Pistons. Number 17, Bradley Beal.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Picked by Stewart. Healed from outside. The rebound by Nesmith. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Pass to Bassie. Nesmith with it. Working on Reed. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Stewart. Bobby Portis has checked in for Detroit.
Aaron Nesmith. 1 shot.
One shot.
.136 left in the third. Celtics lead by 22. Pass to Reed. Here's B. He's got 5. And here's Butler outside. Jerome grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter here. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Well, when we talk about small forwards, these are the premier passers over the past 10 games. Fourth, Bradley Beal, and of course Jimmy Butler.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
We've seen a lot of 3 men be great scorers over the past couple years, but these guys fit right in the category of being some of the best passers, almost point guard-like skills. Crisp ball movement is never an issue with any of them on the floor.
Here's B. Healed, a screen on Portis. Here's Butler. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And this is the type of scorer that Jimmy Butler can be, especially when he's getting to his spots.
Jerome attacking. Portis, the pass to Beal. Back to Portis. 4-3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Now here's Beal from deep 3-point range, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Boston already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Cam Reddish, and it's Salon in at the 4. And he gets the bucket. Quickly's got his first points of the game.
Quickly didn't hold back there, taking some contact inside if he has to.
Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by Salon.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups. Okay? Better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Hield. Here's Najee. Left side Hield. Najee passes to Pippen. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Pippen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Detroit with the ball. Now here's Quickly. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. It's tipped. Pass to Williams. Tipped away. Here's Pippen. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Quickly. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, there's some vertical on display. Quickly skying up for the jam.
Pass to Stevens. Here's Pippen, guarded by Quickly. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for your Celtics.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Stewart, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Stevens. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Over Hield. Murray's shot is good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Stevens. Neesmith covering. From 12 feet, Stevens' shot is off. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete. Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game with such good height at the 2-guard spot.
Here's Pippen, guarded by Richardson, and it's good for 2. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Richardson with a screen on Williams. Beal finds Richardson. Outside Neesmith. Beal against Williams. 6 to shoot. Beal, the pass to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
We've seen Bradley Beal elevate his playmaking ability over the years. It's nice work in the pick and roll.
Hield against Caldwell Pope. Out to Horford. Pass to Williams. To the middle. And finished off by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
The Pistons have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Richardson with a screen on Hield. Hield against Caldwell Pope. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Yep, that one goes. Sabonis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Drives to the hoop. Out to Hield. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Now here's Richardson to the paint. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You could tell all that losing was starting to get to him, and they looked at him to help him get back on the right path. That's exactly what he was able to do here tonight. Sexton finds Horford. Butler on the wing, pounded by Beal. Back to Butler. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Sabonis. Inside. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
NBA so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best.
And Detroit has possession after the basket by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Jerome attacking. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Horford outside. Pass to Butler from downtown. The rebound by Detroit. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now here's Sabonis. Here's Beal. Horford pulls it in. Celtics lead by 23. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Rejected by Sabonis.
Love to see that. Sabonis using his size on defense.
Sexton passes to Brogdon. He drops it from range. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Sabonis with a screen on Brogdon to the middle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And he drops it first. When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the MVP voting, because this guy led the league in rebounding, and he put up 8 assists per game. So top 10 in MVP, that could have moved up a little bit with a winning record. He is a legitimate star at his position.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, BA. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off. Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Jerome. Fires for three. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the three. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Butler. And here's Ayton. Healed with the ball. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Brogdon, the pass to Heald. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And for the Pistons, they're shooting efficiently, 50% so far.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Now here's Sabonis. Up top, Caldwell Pope, guarded by Heald. Shot is up. Jerome, no good. Now Brogdon. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
It looked pretty big. That's what I pride myself on. And my teammates kept giving me the ball even when I didn't want the ball, telling me to score, be aggressive. When you got teammates like that, your confidence is through the roof.
They know who the...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of